All right, so now that we've seen a bunch of places, I think we kind of narrowed it down to those 3 that we discussed. But they all come with application fees, so I really don't want to have to pay that for every place. So let's go through one by one and figure out which one we think we should apply to.
Okay, so what did you think of the Westside expansion?
It was cute. It had a lot of views for Raja. If what we're looking for is just a place to wait out the storm, then that's a good place to go and just be comfortable.
Yeah, but I think the only thing is we did end up finding stuff within our budget that has in-unit laundry, and I think you might have brought me over to that side. So maybe we can just eliminate that one now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and eliminate that one. I am starting to see the light, and I feel like we should pick one of those 2.
That's right. I win.
This time.
Every time.
So let's talk about the COVID crash pad then. What do we
Okay.
think about that one?
So the COVID crash pad is brand new construction, which is really hard to pass down, especially in a pandemic.
Like we said, if we're just looking for a place to live during COVID, that gets us everything we want, but also gives us incentive to move somewhere else once the pandemic is over.
Yeah, that's true. But do we really want to keep moving around?
It's a good point. It was the furthest north of everything, so if the pandemic ends in a month, we're stuck all the way up in the North Valley. What about the NoHo bungalow? I think the only real issue was that it was a NoHo, and I'm kind of over that now.
I think my main concern now is just whether or not we can get that price down. But I mean, that's something we probably won't be able to figure out until after we apply and get approved.
So I think we just made a decision.
I think so too. NoHo bungalow. NoHo bungalow.
Let's go ahead and apply and let's see what happens.
All right, let's do it.
We've moved in.
We made it to the NoHo bungalow, and we were able to get the price negotiated down to $26.35, much closer to our target.
Of course, I was saying that I didn't really want to move to the Valley, but now that we've been here for about a week, I'm actually really glad that we chose this place.
Yeah, and I just love having a second room again for the office. It's great to not have to work in the same room that I sleep.
You've got your central air, which is why I'm dressed like it's winter, even though it's 100 degrees outside.
And I look happy. Oof, and that balcony. That balcony is nice.
That balcony is really nice, yeah.
I'm probably like 3 shades darker already. I've been out there so much in that valley sun.
Meanwhile, I'm over here in love with the kitchen back there. Even though I wasn't super excited about the cabinet color, you were right, they're functional. Overall, we're just glad that our house hunt is over because now we get to start our lives living together.
Yeah, it's great. You know, we can finally, after all this time just running and having all this uncertainty, it's nice to be able to relax in a home that works for both of us and not have either of us feel like we're really making compromises.
And hopefully, when things are all over, we can have some friends over to visit.